Hey guys, welcome back to BoozeRevooze in black and white. I am D'Amico, and I am back again with another gluten-free beer. This one may be more familiar, brewer anyway, from out of Portland, Oregon, Widmer Brothers. Widmer Brothers, excuse me. They brew a whole bunch of really good beers, so I was kind of excited to try their gluten-free version. Actually, you know, if you go to their website, either WidmerBrothers.com or WidmerBrothersBeer.com or OmissionBeer.com, that's the name of their gluten-free, Omission. It's more about not what they're putting into the beer, but what they're omitting, what they're taking out. It reads on their website that they have some sort of a proprietary brewing process that removes gluten. I kind of didn't understand that. I mean, you guys can watch the videos and stuff. It's kind of a cool 2.5 minute video about why they did it, and you know they've been developing it for like 6 years. I mean, they've been working on it for that long. So I'm excited to kind of see where it led up to. They do all these fancy schmancy tests on it, you know, very scientific stuff, because, you know, to claim to be gluten-free and send a product out there that has more than the 20 parts per million of gluten, basically. There's a scientific word for it too, I don't remember. You can really make somebody sick or, you know, really hurt people. So it sounds like they take it seriously. It sounds like one of the brewers, his wife developed celiac disease, and then one of the other employees did as well. So they really took it seriously. So I am excited to try it. Before I jump into it, I'll show you guys a quick picture of, you know, that I took from their website or whatever. It shows the pale ale, which we're going to try today, and they also make a lager, which I was unable to find, so obviously I won't be trying that today. So here's the picture. Okay, back to the beer. This is their pale ale, Omission, 5.8% alcohol by volume. Wow. Okay, let's try this. Got some beer in my nose when I sniffed it. There's a little hoppiness to it. They're using a little bit of Citra hops and is it Simcoe? Cascade hops, excuse me. Cascade and a little bit of Citra. It's not very hoppy on the nose anyway. There's a little floral. There's a little bit of graininess to it as well. Oh, it gives you the IBUs too. It's 33 IBUs. This is all from their website. Okay, so it, to me, it smells like some of the other gluten-free products that I've tried, or at least smelled. It's a little different. The nose doesn't quite scream beer that we're at least used to. So let's. Yeah, like I said, just a hint of grain, but there's some sweet like caramel action, maybe a little vanilla. A little bit of the hops. Let's see what it, actually before I taste it, I want to show you guys the color, the pour. I know you can't see it right now, so I took a picture of it earlier. It's a little reddish, orangish, brownish, goldish kind of thing going on. Here, I'll show you guys that right now before I taste it. It's not bad. It tastes very grainy. It tastes like barley. Um, and I believe barley does have gluten or some form of that gluten-y thing going on. I keep forgetting that scientific word. I apologize. Like glycol something or other. I don't remember. It's decent. It's not very strong on the hops. They're there, but there's a spiciness to it almost. Like, I mean, something that you'd almost get out of a rye, a rye beer. It's not half bad. If you guys saw the previous video or one of the other videos, the New Planet, it's not as hoppy as that one, but it's much more spicy. I could see myself drinking this. It's heavier for sure. It's probably medium weight, maybe light to medium. So those of you gluten-free drinkers that are used to drinking, say, Red Bridge or something like this, this is heavier than that. This is more mouth-filling than that. Definitely more flavorful. There is a complexity here, but again, it's not consistent with what we kind of liking, or to a beer, to a regular full-on gluten beer. And I think maybe that's why they're getting such a bad rep. I mean, they have to obviously change the formulas and recipes to a lot of these beers to make them gluten-free. But it's one of those things. They're making pizza and stuff like that are gluten-free, breads and all that. So yeah, they're going to taste different than what we have normally had, or that most of us are used to having, and quite frankly take for granted. I could drink this. I don't know that I can drink very many of them. It's a sipper for sure. I mean, like I said, the complexity is really up there. I mean, it's going to score extra points with me just for the complexity, because there's a lot going on, with the light sweetness, the little bit of hops there, and the spiciness is very intriguing. Not to use big words or anything. Yeah. So, when I'm judging this beer, or when I'm rating this beer, I'm rating it just like I would any other beer. If you guys did see the New Planet one, I gave that one like a 7.4, something like that. It was a good beer. This one is probably, I mean, for complexity, it's going to get bonus points. But it's not as hoppy or as reminiscent of a regular or standard beer that we have all come to know and love. I would probably give this a 7.1. It'd probably be a 6.5 regular, but it's so complex. There's so much going on, so much different flavors are happening. Definitely gets bonus points. I would definitely sip on this at any time. I probably wouldn't have more than one or two, but it is what it is. I think there are a lot of brewers out there that are realizing, that there's a market for these gluten-free products, and I think that, unfortunately, most people aren't born with the celiacs or the other major disease. I forget what it's called. Starts with an H. I mean, they're just popping up. I mean, people are getting sick, and this is what's happening to them. Young, old, middle-aged, whatever. It's just popping up. So there's a market for this stuff. If you guys can have, find like a retailer that has a sampler pack, maybe a make your own 6-pack or something like this. Don't be afraid to try one of these, one or two of them, just so that you can at least say that you've tried one or two, just to see where we're coming from. If you guys are feeling the same way. They are very different beers. It's just like the vegetarians eat the fake bacon. I don't know what that's about. With the yeah, so they're trying. I mean, it's much better than like vegetarian or veggie food, I guess. At least the stuff that I've tried compared to the real thing. I will catch you guys in the flip.